First of all, I hope Moto has left the building. I do not want to see that guy again. What a game he had, and listen, give Towson a lot of credit. They're a team that came in here as one of the hottest teams in the conference and the country. When you talk about winning 11 out of 12 and now 11 out of 13, Pat's done a great job with this team. What a great turnaround from the way they started 0-4. That being said, I couldn't be more proud of a bunch of guys that's in their locker room. I challenged them at halftime because I felt like that we were just getting pushed all the way around, and I said, if you want to win the game, then you got to show some toughness, because obviously, if you know and you've seen Towson play, they're one of the toughest teams that you're going to play against. They just pound you, and I thought they did a tremendous job tonight doing the same thing. I thought our bench was great. When you talk about Jalen Fornes, he came out the bench and hit 2 big threes for us. I think he went to the free throw line and did he make a couple free throws?
He did, 2 for 4.
Made a couple, he should have been 4 for 4. But made a couple free throws for us. I thought Choco Bodo was really good off the bench. And Jordan Talley, even though he struggled during the game, I thought he came in at the end and made some big free throws for us, going 6 for 6. When you talk about the guys who started the game, what a great game C.J. Bryce had. I thought he was really good. If you look at the stats, Denzel Ingram didn't shoot a great percentage, but it was good to see the ball go back in the hole for him, and I thought he did some good things. But this was a total team win, and I couldn't be more proud of a bunch of guys.
Kevin, the whole second half was up by 7, up by 5, up by 7, up by 5. How pleased were you that guys didn't take a play off in there when you desperately needed them to be completely locked in?
Well, we talked about it at every timeout, every chance I had to, talk to those guys on the floor. We talked about them just staying the course, try to get stops, and the biggest thing is to keep them off the offensive glass. And obviously I wanted to match them with rebounds. They got 14 offensive rebounds. We got 14 offensive rebounds, but it was good to never panic. Every time those guys got close, I thought somebody on our team made a play, and that's what a good team does.
Kevin, it seems like CJ keeps adding another piece to his game. Each time they probably wanted him to shoot some threes. He knocks down 2 out of 3. What has impressed you the most about his development?
Well, you know what, Brian? Here's the great thing about him, and I felt like at the end of the year last year, and not that this matters to him, I thought he lost the Rookie of the Year battle because I think the grind of the season wore him down. Meaning, came into the last 5, 6, 7 games in the season, and he was a guy that was at 13, 14 points a game, and then his average dropped dramatically because I thought the fatigue got to him and just the grind of the season. So what he did, he didn't become better, over the last couple of weeks. He started getting better over the summer. He got stronger, he got focused, he worked on his game, and now you're seeing the results of it.
Do you think he's playing as well as anybody in the league?
I would have to say he is. I mean, he is. Somebody asked me, I think Mike Vaccaro asked me outside, he said, you got some guys playing well, and, who's on your team could be the player of the year. And I don't have an answer to that. I mean, we got a good team because on any given night, somebody could be, the best player on this team. That being said, I thought C.J. Bryce has been really good the last 2 or 3 games for us.
Any other questions?
Kevin, I know the stats didn't show up. You're talking about, Devontae wasn't getting all the rebounds, but guys coming in and tipping the ball around. Ambrose had got an offensive rebound back to a lot of tipping the ball around. Was that a reflection of what you were talking about at the half, or these guys finally, stepping up, stepping those things out? They rely on Devontae and Chris to rebound the ball a lot.
Well, I have no idea how Ambrose Mosley got 2 offensive rebounds, just so you know. That's the first 2 I've ever seen from him. No, you know what, all week long, when you're playing against Towson, you got to try to practice it and you got to try to simulate it. And all week long, we talked about hitting people. We talked about trying to match their intensity by going to the offensive glass. And I think we saw some of those results at the end. And, I thought everybody crashed the glass. I thought everybody did a good job of doing their part in that area.
Coach, the obvious thing, you guys are now first place in the conference and clinched the first seed for the tournament. I mean, given the success this program's had the last couple of years, what does that mean to continue what you started here?
Well, it means so much to me because, when you take over a program, and I took over a program 3 years ago, April 1st. I know you guys said it's April Fool's Day, but it was April 1st, 2014. You know, I came in and I had I made some big promises. And the one thing I said was that, you know, we want to hang banners and we want to win championships. And I mean, God, these guys made me look good. And the assistant coaches have made me look good. And they made me, the words that I spoke, they made them come true. And, you know, we have developed a really good program. And that's what I wanted. I didn't want individual teams. I wanted to put together a program that could win for years to come. And I think we're headed in that direction. So to answer your question, I'm very proud of it. You know, I usually don't reflect on stuff like this right now, but to have the opportunity to be back-to-back regular season champs, that's impressive, you know, and I'm proud of these guys.
Okay, Coach, thank you very much.
Thanks.